All right, welcome to another installment of Math Basics and Mr. Besh, another one and done. And this problem right here got an awful lot going on. If you notice it, you got an isosceles triangle. They don't tell us the side measurements. Okay, they give us algebraic expressions. So the twin sides are 3x plus 1, and the base of the triangle is 4x. You got that pink dashed line, and they're referred to as the path of that triangle. That's the height of the triangle, and it has a value that is 8. When you read the directions, you got the perimeter totals 32, and your job and your objective is you need to calculate the area of the triangle. So first and foremost, how do we calculate the area of a triangle? We need to use a simple math formula. We need to multiply three things together, and those things are 1/2 multiplied by the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle. Now, the base is the problem right here because the base is in algebra. We need to figure out the numerical value for this guy, okay? Because here's the deal. We know 1/2, and we know the height over here because the height is simply 8. So we need to figure out what the value of this bottom, this base of this isosceles triangle is all about. And to do that, we need to use a little bit of algebra. We need to use the fact that the perimeter adds up to be 32. We need to build an equation. We need to solve the equation for x. And once we solve the equation for x, then we can substitute it to figure out that value we're looking for. So let's do it. Let's get to it right away. So because I know the right side is 3x plus 1, and this is an isosceles triangle, the left side has to be 3x plus 1 as well. Step number 1, take your terms with x and add them all together. So now 3x and 3x makes 6x. The bottom adds up to be 4x. We got so 10x total when you go around here and you add up all your x's. Then come around here and add up all your numbers that are not x. You got a plus 1 on the left, you got a plus 1 on the right, and you got nothing here or 0 on the bottom. So when you add these up, that comes out to be plus 2. And since this is the perimeter of the triangle, it is equal to the perimeter that they're telling us about in the math problem originally, which was 32. So these guys have to be equal to 32. Now we got our equation right here. All we have to do is solve our equation, and it is so basic and simple to do so. Always start on the right over here and do the opposite from right to left. So you start with 32. The opposite of plus 2 is minus 2. So 32 minus 2 gives you 30. And then you take this number and then do the opposite of this. The 10 in front of the x means you're multiplying by 10. So the opposite of multiplying by 10 is dividing by 10. And 30 divided by 10 gives us an x value, which is simply 3. Now that right there is not my answer. That is the key to the door. So now we got to unlock the door. So if x is equal to 3, what we're going to do is we are going to substitute. So take this value and come down here. The base of the triangle is the value that we need. So now the base of the triangle is 4x, which means 4 times x. And if x is 3, 4 times 3 tells me that the value down here on the triangle is going to be 12. So that's all I needed to know to solve this problem, because now I just got to apply the formula. 1/2 multiplied by 12 and then multiplied by 8. And when I do that, half of 12 is 6, and 6 times 8 gives us 48. Now that's units squared, and that is going to be my area of that isosceles triangle. Like I said, an awful lot going on in this problem. Nothing we did up here was hard. The trick is to make sure you organize things and follow this in a step-by-step pattern, and everything tends to work out. So I hope you found this video right here helpful and informative.